Using WikiCloner is very simple. You will create projects, and within the project you will create jobs, searching for articles on specific keywords that you submit. When search results have been found, you will then be able to spin the articles, edit them if you wish, and you will also be able to post them to your blog, and optionally you will be able to queue a number of articles to be posted at set intervals to your blog. Let's start by creating a demo project. Click on the Create Project icon. Choose a name for your project. Add a description to help you remember what the project is about. And then click the Create Project button to save. We're now ready to create our first job. So we click on the Jobs folder. Click on New Job. Choose the language of the articles that we're looking for within Wikipedia. I'll use English as an example. And then enter a keyword that you're going to use for your search. If you enter the keyword in quotes, as I'm going to do in a second, then it will search for that exact phrase, and the exact phrase has to appear in the article. If you omit the quotes, then any of the words that you enter can appear in the articles. If you want very precise results, use quotes. So for example, this search will find articles in Wikipedia in English that have the term street photography somewhere in the article. I'm going to add the search job, and as you can see, it's now looking for articles for me related to the term I have entered. When it's finished, I can look at the articles by clicking on the article icon, and then we have the option to delete the article, edit the article and store it on the account here, spin the article. This is automatic spinning, so you would need to do some editing afterwards. We can download the text of the article as a text file, or we can publish to our blog once we've set up some blogs in the system. If we want to check the Wikipedia page itself, we click on the title, and that will open a new tab with the specific article that has been returned. In the Settings tab, we can add blogs from here. I'm going to add a new blog. The blog name that you enter is to remind you what the blog is about, so you can put anything you like here. It could be weight loss blog, it could be client number 1 blog, it could be whatever you choose to remind you. For my example, I'll use the term demo blog. Your blog URL should be the root of your blog. It's important to get this correct because many people tend to put in the category page or a blog page rather than the blog root domain. And in my example, on this blog here, this is my root domain. So I'm going to copy this and paste it just to make sure that I get it correct. Then I will add in the username and the password, which I enter twice to make sure that I've typed it correctly so the system can check for me. And then I choose which of the posting strategies I want. For most blogs, the default setting is going to be the one you'll use, and it should be fine. On some hosting, you might need to use the plugin strategy, but I'll show you that in a few moments. The tags are there so that if you have a lot of blogs in the system, you can find them quickly by searching for them. So if you have 10 or 20 weight loss blogs, 10 or 30 sports blogs, and you have 15 blogs on skincare and so on, you may only want to look for the weight loss blogs. By using tags you can do that, and these are comma separated. So you could put weight loss, you could put sport, or whatever your particular tags may be. For this particular one, I'm going to put demo, street, photography, and then perhaps the word photography as an example. Click on Add the Blog, and that's now set, ready for you to use with the articles that you retrieve in your jobs. Let me now show you how to use the plugin strategy. So we'll delete this one. And I'll add the blog again. So remember, you put in whatever blog name you want, put in the blog URL, and then download and install the plugin before you finish. So I'm going to download the plugin. It only takes a couple of seconds, as you can see. I'm going to log into my blog, and then on the plugins I will add a new plugin, the one that I've just downloaded. Upload the plugin, choose the file, click on Open, click on Install, then click on Activate Plugin. That's now done. So we can go back and finish on the WikiCloner page by choosing the plugin strategy. Again, enter whatever tags you want to. I'm using the same example demo blog, so I'm using the same tags. Add the blog, and we have it listed here. And then if we want to filter the list of blogs using the tags that we've entered initially, we go into the search bar and we type whatever tag we're looking for. So if you have a lot of blogs in the system, you can just do a subset and look at the ones that you're interested in and make whatever changes you need. If you need to edit the blog, you can do so here. That means you can add extra tags if you wish to. You can change the username or the password if you ever change that, and so on. So we now have a blog set up and we have a project with one job. If I click on the job icon and then the article icon, I can publish an individual article by clicking on the WordPress icon, or I can choose as many of them in the list as I wish and then publish all of them at one time. I'll start by publishing this article first on its own. I'm going to take it exactly as it came from Wikipedia. I could spin it by clicking on here and that would give me a new article. In fact, let me show you that right now. And you can see that we now have a new article which has been spun. And if we look at that article, we can go in and make some changes, update the article. If there's anything that needs tweaking slightly, we can make the changes here and then click on update the article. So a single article from Wikipedia can generate multiple articles for you if you use the spinning. I'll use the original article just for the purpose of showing you how to add to your blog. So we click on the WordPress icon. It's showing me that I'm doing the article Narelle Audio. Select the blog from the drop-down list. I've only got one as a demo. Then choose the category. The category will be read from your blog when you choose the blog from here. So whatever your categories may be, they will show in this list. It's likely to be different from the categories I'm showing here. If you've selected multiple posts, then you can choose a time interval for posting between them if you want them to be spread out. With a single article, as in this one, this is ignored. I want to make this published, but you could make it a draft if you wanted to go back into your blog afterwards and make some changes. And I want it to be posted today, but if I want to change that date, I could have it posted, let's say on Wednesday. Just click on the item on the calendar and you've changed the date for when that will be published. Now this will actually post to your blog as soon as you hit Publish Posts Now, but the blog post will be dated for whatever date you specify here, which means that you could set out blog posts with a good gap between them and do them all in one sitting if you wished to, and then just have them spread out in terms of date for as long as you wish. Now if an image is available in the Wikipedia article, that will be added into your blog as well. By leaving this box checked, then there will be a link and attribution back to the original image. If you're not sure whether to use that, leave it checked. If you uncheck it, please check the original Wikipedia article to make sure that you are allowed to republish the image. Some of the images are not allowed to be published, so you do need to take a little bit of care before doing that. For a single post, I'll click on Publish Post Now. Just takes a couple of seconds, and you'll see that there's a link now which actually takes me to my new blog post article. And this is the article now on my blog. It's been published for me from Wikipedia. This particular one has no images, as you can see. So if I want to publish multiple articles, I can choose the ones I want, and let's use the spun one this time and the second one by Andrea Hamilton. I've just got a couple of example articles here for you to make it easier to see. If we click on Publish Selected, what I get now is an opportunity to specify a time interval between them. So I'll choose the blog, as I did before, choose the category, as I did before, and then I want these to be 3 days apart. So this will now post each of the Wikipedia articles that I selected, and it will date them 3 days apart on my blog. I'm going to have it start on the 11th, in this example, which is Wednesday, and I'm going to schedule the posts. They're now being prepared. They will be sent to my blog and they will be dated for me starting from the 11th of December with a 3-day gap between them. So if I go back to my blog now and have a look at the posts, you will see that I have 2 scheduled articles, and you can see here the date. They start on the 11th of December, then there's a gap of 3 days, and another one will be published. When visitors come to my blog on those dates, the articles will automatically be published for me, but not until then. So this is a great way of preloading your blog with a ton of content. And of course, if you want to delete any of the articles, you just click on the trash icon in any of the settings, whether project or blog or articles or jobs. I'll create one last new job to show you another option. If I choose the keyword without quotes, then I'm going to get a wider selection of articles from Wikipedia, although some of them may not be entirely relevant to the search. Try both ways and see which works best for you, depending on your niche and the specific keyword that you're using. And here you can see that I've got 20 articles from that particular search. As you can see, using WikiCloner is extremely simple. If you do have any questions, you can click on the help icon on the top right hand side, and then click on our support forum link here, or our help desk link here.